In this video, I'm going to show you a practical application for Claude Code, which is organizing files in your subfolders, in your folders, on your computer, on your desktop. And I have the paid version of Claude. It's only $20 a month, and it includes Claude Code. And this is something great. Even if you're not somebody who's very IT savvy, this is just a great use case. So let me show you. You may not be doing the exact same thing, but maybe you have a similar problem that this will help solve. So let me show you what I mean. I'm a animator, video editor. I make a lot of videos. And when I do that, I have a lot of sound effects that go along with things. And I generally tend to save my sound effects in subfolders within subfolders, all of them on this SSD drive that I have. And every project has its own sound effects. And what I want is kind of a library for all my sound effects. I want a new subfolder that has all of the sound effects across all of this drive. And if I were going to do that in the past, I'd have to manually go through everything, find all the sound effects, rename them, copy them, paste them into a new subfolder. It would take me a half a day to do. It's a pain in the butt, but Claude can do this for me. So let me show you how. Now, a pro tip is to have Claude help you write out your prompts. So I'm in Claude Code now. What I'm going to do is switch to chat. And what I already did here is I wrote out a little prompt asking chat to help me write a new prompt for Claude Code that is for what I want to do. So essentially, I just quickly wrote out, I need Claude to go through all my subfolders and find the sound effects files, copy them, and paste them into a new subfolder called sound effects, and then rename them so that it's clear what sound effect they are, because some of them have weird names that it's hard to even know what they are. So this is a great use case. And now Claude has written out the prompt a little bit more specific and with all the steps here. One thing I wanted to change is it made all my file names have a space, and I like to have underscores instead of spaces for my file names. And then I just told Claude that, and it rewrote that part so that there's going to be underscores. So what I need to do now is grab this prompt, copy it, go into code, paste it. I'm going to also just edit that one little part that I want to be different. That would be this part here. Okay. And very importantly, when you're working in Claude Code, you need to make sure that you've linked up the folder you need Claude Code to look inside of on your desktop. So here is where you do that, this little button on the bottom, and you'll see you can choose a different folder. I actually have it linked to the folder I want to work in. You can have it work on your whole computer, your Windows C drive. But I'm going to actually use my SSD drive here. That's where I have most of the stuff I've been working on lately. So I'm selecting that entire drive with all of the subfolders and all of the information there. I'm selecting it. So it's linked to my E drive. It knows where it's supposed to be looking and where it's supposed to be saving. And then there's an ask permissions button here. This is a good idea often, but with this, I don't really need it to ask permissions. I don't want to have to stop and answer every time it has a question. So I'm going to give it full authority and auto accept edits here. I'm changing that. And after that, as you can see, it's on my local. That's fine. I'm going to just hit the little orange send button. So as you can see, it's working. It's looking for all audio files on my E drive. And you will see, even though I gave it authority, sometimes it will ask questions and permissions. So here, you got to stay on it a little bit just to make sure it's continuing to work. You're going to either allow once if you want to keep answering, or just allow going forward. Now, this will take a while, obviously, because it's kind of a labor-intensive task. So while it's generating and working, you can work on something else and just let it go in the background. I would check on it once in a while to make sure that you don't need to accept any changes, but ultimately, it can do its thing while you do something else. Okay, another pop-up has come up. I'm going to always allow for this session. Okay, so sometimes it'll have questions like this. The recycle bin contains audio files. I'm going to exclude them. I deleted them for a reason. So I'm glad it asked me that question. Music tracks, do I want them included? I do not want music tracks included. I'm glad it asked though. So I'm going to go exclude music tracks. Isn't it nice to have these questions asked? It's the best assistant ever. Okay, another question. I know to exclude those files. So we're good to go. Still working. As you can see, I'm allowing it to do certain things. If you need to read through what it's asking you, I definitely suggest doing that. Mostly, this is just standard stuff, so I'm accepting it. Okay, so it's asking me another question here. I have a lot of voiceover files. Would I want them to be included? The answer is no. I don't want my voiceovers, just sound effects. So I'm going to exclude them. Exclude music tracks. I'm going to exclude conformed files. It's not what I'm looking for. As you can see, there are a lot of permission pop-ups. I'm tending to allow them. There's nothing wrong with what they're asking me. Incredible. So it has finally finished. It's told me it's finished here. Done. Here's the summary of what was completed. So it found 635 sound effects on my E drive. It created a subfolder called sound effects and saved them all into that folder. It was able to find duplicates that it skipped and didn't copy in. And here it's showing me the original path of a lot of the different sound effects. So as you can see, they were scattered all over the place. Now to double check its work, I can pull up my file browser here and I've got my E drive selected. So this is the drive that it scanned through to find all the effects. And if I go down, there should be a folder now called sound effects. And as you can see, there is. This was not here before. If I go into it, here I can see a bunch of different sound effects, all of them renamed. Some of them are abstract sound effects. That makes sense. I have baseball, bells. They've numbered them because sometimes I have lots of different sound effects with similar vibe. And this is incredible. This is so much better than what I had before where I could never find what I needed. And also, if I wanted to get even more in depth here, I could have Claude go in and make subfolders relating to categories of each sound. So if there were human sounds versus mechanical sounds or abstract sounds, I could do that too. So the sky's the limit. What you can think of, you can have Claude Code do. And like I said, there's a lot of approvals you'll have to go through. And you saw me make those along the way. This took about 30 minutes to do for Claude Code, which it's a lot of time, but it's also not. It would have taken me much longer. So I want to note, I used Claude Code over Cowork for this because Cowork could only access my personal drive and not the SSD I'm working from. So if you're wondering why I didn't use Cowork, that's why. I think there's workarounds for it, but to be honest, I think just going straight to Claude Code is easier. So that's it. Think of the different ways that this format and this process can help you. And maybe in the comments, let me know how you used Claude Code to optimize your workflow. I hope that this inspired you guys and showed you something you didn't know before. And if it did, check out my playlist in Claude where I hope to post more tips and tricks like this.
If you want to support me and see what I've been working on, check out my Explainer video channel.